Well, good morning and welcome to York Park for Tasmania Devils Academy football. A big triple header headed your way today, starting off with the under-13s, followed by the under-14s and 15s. The future of Tasmanian Devils football on display here. The academy games between the Myrtle side from the south and the Primrose side from the north and northwest regions. Some players we may well see in coming years playing for the Devils once they come into the AFLW. Some future stars on display for sure. It should be a very entertaining day's action. I'm Andrew Calling here to call the action for AFL Tasmania and the Tasmanian Devils. Bit of an overcast, dreary kind of a morning here in Launceston. The rain staying away for now, but it may well come into play at some part of this contest. So that will certainly perhaps test the players out there. Obviously, under 13 level, a massive oval this one, York Park, for them to play on. Plenty of room to run around in, but certainly going to test them here. So Myrtle, surprisingly, in the green Myrtle colours. The Southerners taking on Primrose in the Primrose from the north and northwest. It's been the second set of matches we've had between these squads. Played about 5 or 6 weeks ago here, and ready to go around again. Opportunity for these budding young stars to put their best foot forward and show what they've got. Looking forward to calling the action here. So we're underway. York Park. This under-13s clash ball spilling out wide. Grimsey was battling away for it. Gathered now by Stacey. She heaves the handball out. Just paddled forward. Good pressure coming there from Callanan. Nice whistle will go the way of Primrose. Up towards the half-forward line, off the hands there of Van der Veen. Through some heavy traffic now, getting a kick forward was Brereton. Sends it towards their attacking side of centre, and they'll go inside 50 for the first time in this contest. Battling away there, trying to gather. It was Sykes Garland, but space at a premium at the moment. But we'll give it a little bit of time. Handball forced out. Trying to bust on through Grimesy. Again, it was Sykes Garland. Looking for a free kick was Farrelly. Nothing doing. A rolling maul here at the moment. Umpire eventually will call for it. Losing a footing there, which presents an opportunity. Primrose to counter-attack, but unable to bust free. Some good pressure from Burden. Decisively one down by Miller. Trying to get the handball free, McLeod. Eventually fell to Grimsey, who works it forward. She'll go back in for it here. Close to the line. Grimsey goes in for a third time. Repeat efforts here and manages to get a kick away. Did really well. Got it across to Burden, and Burden snaps through the opening goal. Really nice work. Repeat efforts there from Blair Grimsey. Eventually Burden just waiting at the back. Miller, in fact, apologies. Good start for Myrtle here. They take the early lead. Sharpen doing the ruck work. Umpire's whistle sounds, and it'll be a free kick going the way of the Primrose side. Opportunity for Fitzallen to send her side forward for the first time. Gathered and repelled though. Ruby Lee Cooper sent it up the wing. Rimsey again battling away well, gets another disposal in there, paddled onwards by McLeod. And worked forward by Barr. Inside the forward 50 again here for Myrtle. Repelled by Plapp. Up towards teammate at half back. Shaw couldn't quite keep a hold of the football. Rimsey again been prolific early. She's not going to be able to escape this occasion though. It'll be tossed up, attacking side of the square. Brereton reaching in for it. Rimsey sends it forward. Not quite a mark there for Cornish. Spills out. Hands and knees Farrelly almost extracted. Looking to clear it away was Plapp, and she does so. The pressure on Leadham. Hovering around was Sykes Garland. Just unable to hold on to that one, Brereton. Good tackle laid by Sharpen. Stripped the football, won it back here for Myrtle. Some powerful work there from Parker. Lacey Parker heads up towards the middle of the ground. Did well just to clear the congestion. A free kick going the way of Haywood there. Just got tripped up. Layla and Haywood, so from the middle of the ground, kicked it straight to the player on the mark and spilt the way of Brereton. Haywood goes back in. Forces a handball into the middle. Now perhaps Wells. And sit for it. Brereton just cleverly towing it off the ground. That was really nicely done by Lacey Shaw to send her side forward. Gathered in stride. Kicked out the back here. An opportunity for Myrtle. Right to the line. It's good defensive work back there. Aylett getting back. Preventing the goal there, Eve Lily Aylett. Kick finds its way to Leadham at half back. Shaw couldn't quite get the hands free. Shaw again with repeat efforts, and now Myrtle inside forward 50 just through the hands of McLeod. The side angle, Burden, surely not. Oh, what a goal! Spectacular stuff. And Myrtle have their second of the contest. Kelsey Burden from a miraculous angle. So 2-1-13 to Myrtle. Doing the attacking here early. Primrose yet to score. Back to the middle they go. Endorphin got a piece of it, but it's going to be Myrtle who look to take it away once again. Brereton trying to shrug free the attentions of Bowerman. Burden in support. Bowerman will get there. It's the handball away. Burden, at least the handball did well. Just worked down the line by Leadham. High up and under. Nicely marked by Stacey. Just had to sit under it. Now looks to charge away. Ran into some trouble, but had the awareness to give the handball away. Should go back in for it here, though. Beaten to it by Shaw. The umpire will have it. Trying to get through there was Smith, couldn't do so. Goes back in for it, but she has her pocket picked by Stacey. And Stacey just bites off a good kick for territory up towards the half-forward line. An opportunity perhaps here for Primrose for their first score. Wells was stripped of the footy. Some strength shown there from Parker. Sends it deep. Almost the opening goal. Just offline in the end. So a minor score only. High clearing kick inside defensive 50. Gathered in stride by Barr. And she thumps it down the line. That's a great kick for territory. It will spill the way of Sharpen here if she can gather. Went back and got it. Kick now out in front of Grimsey. Grimsey takes it on the run. She glides past one. She sets sail for home. Just offline. There, Grimsey showing her qualities early in this match. She's been on fire. Nearly kicked a wonderful goal there. Joined Burden with highlight reel goals early in this one. Young Stars showing their skills. A nice clean take from Stacey and then bust through a couple of tackles as well. The early Stacey. Didn't have a lot to kick to, so just had to wait. In the end, thought her way through it nicely. Found a kick to Bauman. So Bauman, the middle of the ground, drives it inside. Found a marking target. High ball towards the half-forward line. That's a good one for Leadham. Leadham sets it up. That's precise ball use, and it found Taylor Smith. So Smith gives it a roost. Won't quite have the journey, but juggling the mark deep inside the forward line was Koa Smith, who plays on and finishes in style. Koa Smith gets Primrose's first of the contest. Some good ball movement there. Going coast to coast. Good skills. Finding marking targets all along the way. Finished well by Koa Smith. Started with that effort of Stacey at half back. And were able to cut their way through the middle of the ground. So 2-2 plays 1-1. The Myrtle side on the attack again, and an opportunity for a quick response. Just offline. Almost the instant response from Mia Farrelly. Got a fullback from Poke into a bit of traffic. Some nice work by Miller. Hands and knees. Miller tries to force it out. Brereton in support. There was Stacey again. Wanting some real dash off half back early in this one. Kick towards the wing. Just worked off the kick was Arnold. But here's Grimsey again. Takes it cleanly. Turns smoothly. Sets a high ball inside the forward 50. Eventually gathered by Sykes Garland, who couldn't quite bend it back enough. Another minor score. So Poke out of fullback once again, just for a little bit of distance over the top and paddled out of play. Down there by Ramonzo. Be a last touch free kick or delivered out of bounds. Take your pick either way. It's a Kelsey Burden who just sets it high up in the Grimsey direction. And Blair Grimsey is having a profound influence over this one early on. She'll go back to kick for goal, and she's already shown she's got a penetrating boot. Didn't quite catch that one as she would have liked. And just pulls through for a minor score. So Myrtle firmly on top here at the moment. Yeah, 2 goals, 5-17. Primrose 1-1-7. So Poke, plenty of kickouts at the moment. That one, however, has been turned over. Gathered and snapped there by McLeod. Kept in play by Poke. Might have been better off letting that one go through, because she has been punished by Sykes Garland, who seized the opportunity, snatched the ball and slapped it through. And Sykes Garland gets her side's third. We'll just about take us to the quarter time break. 4 15-minute quarters in this under-13s game. Time for one more score, perhaps, if the sides can get a clean break here. Good tackling pressure. Forced out of there in the end. Dobson got it to half forward, and there's Grimsey again. She's on fire. Scoops the handball over the top. The siren will sound before McLeod would get them deeper into attack. So quarter time, a strong start here from the Southerners in the Myrtle colours, leading this one 3-5-23 over the Northwest Northside Primrose 1-1-7. Kelsey Burden probably the highlight of the first quarter, kicking a spectacular goal from the boundary line. There, Grimsey been absolutely outstanding for Myrtle. Farrelly and Brereton have contributed well as also for Myrtle. Dobson's been busy. And for Primrose, Lieli Stacey has been a real driving force out of half-back. I've what I've seen from her so far. Leadham, a few nice involvements. Able to get one goal back via Culler Smith, who finished sharply. So, a handy lead the way of Myrtle at quarter time. Back shortly with the second term for you. So back for the second quarter here in this under-13s Tasmania Devils Academy match. It is the Myrtle side, the Southerners, leading this one. At the first change, strong opening term from them. Sees them 16 points to the good. 3-5-23 to 1-1-7. See if the Northwest outfit can get themselves back into it. In the second term, so Dobson and Van der Veen to meet in the ruck once again. Bursting away with it. Stacey thumps it forward. Took a full bounce there for Fitzallen. Peeled away by Sharpen. Another crunching tackle laid by Stacey. To the football was Callanan. Brereton gets her kick away, but straight to Stacey. It was through her hands. Centering ball. Paddled into a dangerous area. The pressure coming here from the Primrose. Some superb work there. Almost a wonderful goal. Just denied was Lacey Parker. Charged through, couldn't quite beat the defenders on the line. Kick sent out in the direction of Barr. Under pressure from McCoy. That will force it out of play. High ball down the wing. Tracking this one though nicely was Bauman. Bauman sends her side inside the forward 50 here. An unkind bounce. Threatening again was Parker. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. Doing brilliantly to get free, slap it on the boot and drive through the goal is Smith. And that's just the start to the quarter that the Northwest were after. It's Smith of the Taylor variety this time. Joins Coa Smith on the score sheet. Gets Primrose the second. It was a great piece of play, bursting free of the pack. A tidy finish. So Primrose back within 9 points there. As whistle sounds. We'll reset and then we're ready to go again. Just through the legs of Dobson. Handball over the top. One might fall the way of Stacey. She grabs it against Stacey and looks to burst away and does so. The early Stacey continuing to turn it on here at York Park, and she drives a good kick. Just dropped the mark though. Couldn't quite get the kick away. Holding the ball, Lacey Parker trying to make something happen there, but Brereton did really well for her side. Saved the day back in defence, and she clears defensive 50 here. Contest on the wing. Just overrunning it was Sykes Garland. Kicked a goal in that opening quarter. Wide searching ball finds Mia Farrelly. Mia Farrelly sets it up inside forward 50. Tumbling bounce. Gathered there by Shaw. Right to the boundary line. Sykes Garland. Shaw in support again. The handball inside's a good one. It's opening up here for Myrtle. And it's finished nicely by Kelsey Burden. She's already kicked one today. That's her second. Primrose respond and restore their lead. They just seem to have the numbers here inside forward 50. Plenty of options. Cy Scarlett did well. And Kelsey Burden certainly looking a threat up forward today for the Southerners. Back to the middle. Down by Van der Veen. Spoiled from behind by McCoy. Forced forward by Farrelly. Trying to get something going was Leadham. As well, just to work a kick around the corner. Kind of flicking it to herself in the end there. Worked out nicely. But Cooper sends a high ball inside where they've got plenty of numbers. Sykes Garland has been dangerous today. Skips around one. Can't get around Stacey though. And Stacey wins the free kick. So Stacey with a high clearing ball. Mark just spilled at half back. Great tackle laid by Arnold. Umpire spotted something here. So a free kick for Lacey Shaw, who wastes no time. Sends it into the pocket. Fighting away for it there. Smith, Grimsey in support. Grimsey trying to get free, but she's brought down. Grimsey will do the ruck work. And the player able to get a decisive hit out. Shaw trying to break free. Grimsey gathers the football and somehow gets the kick away and fires home another one. And the Southerners have their fifth. Tough, combative stuff from Blair Grimsey. She's been a real standout in this one today. She gets herself a goal to go with what's been a pretty dominant performance thus far. Really well to get this kick away. Defence seemingly had her clamped. She's just able to force her way through the tackle and get boot to ball. So a 21-point lead the way of the Southerners. As Myrtle looked to respond here. Myrtle's kick was charged down. Trying to escape Parker, couldn't quite do so. Nice work getting the handball free was Leadham. Handball and an opportunity here. Parker was threatening. Parker lays a strong tackle and locks it in. Parker goes out of the ruck, hasn't knocked it away from her, but she'll go back in for it. Brereton's kick was smothered. Able to escape was Sykes Garland. Nice piece of ruck work from Miller. High kick up into the air. Just bounced in a sea of bodies. Trying to bust through was Haywood, but she couldn't get through the tackle of Brereton, who's rewarded with the free kick. She plays on, in a bit of trouble though. Here's a chance, might sit for Stacey. She gathers, she straightens up and fires for home. Just offline, the early Stacey. Just about the dominant player on the field, you'd say, so far in this first half. Gathered at half-back now by Barr. She sends a high one round the corner. Leadham was there, though, the north-northwest. Another great tackle from Stacey. Cleared round the corner and gathered by Smith. Smith took it cleanly, showed some dash, got into the middle of the ground, might open things up here. Burden just let it run through there for Sykes Garland. Through the legs of Parker. Burden tracking it. Sykes Garland there too. Burden comes away with it. But then she's dumped. A great tackle from Leadham and rewarded. The smaller players in stature on the field, Leadham, but she's shown a real tenacity around the ball early in this one. Through to Wells. Wells sends a high ball up towards half forward. That's nicely marked. And juggling it, Taylor Smith. Sets fire, nails it. That was a beautiful kick. Several rows back, if not for the netting. That is the perfect drop punt. That is her second goal of the contest. Taylor Smith has 2. Primrose back within 14 points. Bramage did well to strip Shaw, but the Southerners will go forward all the same. Shaw escaping out the back here, put it into space and an opportunity to straighten up for Sykes Garland. She does just that. It's just offline. It was Hayley Bramage moments ago too in the middle. My apologies, who was praising for her efforts. Short in stature, but showing a real intensity around the ball. The kick was intended for Stacey, but missed her. That might invite a bit of danger because lurking was Grimsey. She got the handball away. Sykes Garland again. Can she finish the job this time? She can. She bends it back to perfection. She has her second. And the Southerners find another goal. They've just got the answers at the moment. And they've got a 21-point lead as we tick towards a half-time break. And 2 goals for Sykes Garland. She's been one of the best players out there thus far. Little ball magnet. Back to the middle. Shaw trying to escape. Some good pressure from Leadham. Leadham's kick tumbles towards half forward. There was Stacey again, powerfully charging away. Has a bounce, then drives the side inside the 450. Hall applying some pressure to Brereton. Hall does well. Brereton battling away with her. And getting a kick away was Haywood, but just across the line. It'll be a forward 50 stoppage though. Brereton paddles on. Trying to escape was Pringle, but she had nowhere to go. Some good work from Mackenzie King. Draws the free kick. King's kick was spoiled by Stacey. Trying to scythe on through Leadham. Brereton. Been prolific back there for the South. Through traffic is Van der Veen. That's a wonderful goal. As the goals continue to flow here at York Park, Primrose pulled back within 15 points. And that will be a half-time siren, so a timely strike from the northwest. As Oakley Van der Veen with the last kick of the half gets her side's fourth goal. It's been an open and attacking contest. The goals flowing. Under 13s on such a big field. Very high scoring, you'd have to say, given the circumstances. And it's been entertaining stuff, but it is the South who have a 15-point lead at the half-time break. 6-6-42 Myrtle. Primrose combined northwest side 4-3-27. The goal kickers for the South. There was 2 for Kelsey Burden, 2 for Minnie Sykes Garland, and singles. The first of the game went to Hayley Miller, and also a goal there from Blair Grimsey, who's been one of the best players on the park. Up the other end for Primrose northwest, Taylor Smith has 2 goals. She's been very impressive. Coa Smith has 1, and Van der Veen, their 4th, right on the siren. A timely goal there. There's been some wonderful goals in it for Primrose northwest. Leely Stacey's been an absolute standout. She's probably been the best player for either side. Been really impacting things around there. Bramich and Leadham have been busy and combative. Taylor Smith with a couple of goals influential for Myrtle. Lacey Shaw has been really impressive. Sykes Garland's been in everything. Kelsey Burden, a couple of goals. Blair Grimsey and Charlotte Brereton, probably the others that have stood out to me. But they'll take a break for half-time. We'll be back shortly with the second half. A 15-point lead for the Southerners after 2 quarters. So a short break and we're back ready for the second half of this one. Under 13's Tasmania Devils Academy. The Myrtle side representing the south up against Primrose from the northwest. It's the Southerners in the ascendancy by 15 points as we get back underway in the second half. Shaw to turn inside, just tumbled a kick towards the half forward line. Clean was Burden. Kick out the back, just unable to complete the transaction, but fighting on and maybe winning a free kick is Sykes Garland holding the footy. Couldn't take the mark, but followed up with a repeat effort, won the free kick, and she can go back for her third of the contest. She's having a day out. Minnie Sykes Garland. Oh, works it back beautifully. That's a lovely kick. She has 3. And Myrtle have the first goal of the second half. A highly impressive performance thus far from Minnie Sykes Garland. Parker in the ruck, Leadham trying to get it away. Parker couldn't take it cleanly. Goes back in though. Her kick charge down. With strength, Stacey. And Sifra, but just buffets Grimsey off the football. Nicely done by Sharpen. Sends it forward. Brereton trying to weave through a couple. But the whistle goes before she can get her kick away. And down. Trying to bust through was Haywood. Shaw, over the top. Well, let's play develop. Slung off her kick. It was Cooper, and the free kick will go the way. The northwest, and Parker sends a high ball wide. It was a good one. It found Leadham. Leadham wheels off to her right. Sends a kick in the direction of Fitzallen. The boundary line will beat all comers. Leadham couldn't quite get her kick away. Good defensive pressure came from Shaw. Clearing the area, it was Grimsey. Quite able to gather bar. Now punching it forward is Barr. Just eluding Sykes Garland. Still a dangerous moment here for the Southerners. Sykes Garland following up repeat efforts. Brereton. Sykes Garland just tries to bust it free, but unable to escape this time. Sykes Garland will do the ruck work. Then ended up roving it. Just got free, got the handball away and straightening up and firing through. Another is Grimsey. A quality finish from Blair Grimsey. Her and Sykes Garland have been outstanding for the South today, and they combine here to great effect. She becomes the latest multiple goal kicker of the morning. Handy 27-point lead now for the South. Back down, there's Stacey, was running the long way, then realised it, turned back. Still had time to get her kick away. Van der Veen. High ball is chopped off in defence by Miller. Miller sends it towards the middle of the ground. Quite able to juggle the mark Wells. Shaw locks it in. Van der Veen trying to escape the clutches of Grimsey, but can't quite escape. Down, Shaw paddling it wide under pressure from Leadham. Goes in, wins the football. And worked it across to Stacey. Stacey sends it towards the half-forward line for her side. Solid tackle from Hayley Miller, locking Taylor Smith up. Smith kicking 2 first-half goals for the Primrose side. And Fiend gets the better of Sharpen. Now inside the 450 go the Northerners. Van der Veen. High ball into open space. Who's going to win the foot race here? First to it was Smith. Worked forward by Hall. Just lacking a little direction. Trickles out of play. So from the back pocket, Abby Dobson sends a long clearing kick. Handball was looking for Farrelly, but was shut down. On the line, Grimsey trying to gather. Shaw eventually found its way to Brereton, but she was stripped of the football. Stacey able to get a kick forward, off hands, back into dispute. Off the back now, perhaps a chance Primrose, but the numbers favouring the south, and clearing the area is Miller. And back though, forced deep inside 50, an opportunity here for the Northerners. It wouldn't quite sit. Oh, a sharp turn. It is at the finish from Aylett. Not quite. Turn of pace there for Lily Aylett. Deep in attack here for Primrose. Can they generate a score? Try gives it some time to see if it will spill out. Eventually decides it won't. Here's Aylett again. Just offline. Elusive mover. Real turn of speed. Got some separation there, but just couldn't quite find the finish. A score only as Southerners try and clear here and should be able to do so. Grimsey's caught though, stripped of the football. That'll be a free kick the way of Ruby Leadham. It's been highly impressive so far this morning. This one being forced towards the line. Tossed into play. Slapped down. Moving her own work was Wells. pressure here. Aylett did nicely again. The teammates getting in the way. Eventually Van der Veen able to get boots the ball. Right to the hot spot. Not convincingly cleared. Aylett goes in again. Stacey lurking out the back of this one. Aylett not much purchase on it. Doesn't matter. They're just forcing it forward a metre at a time. Almost working it all the way through there was Montana Wells. Just bounced the wrong side of the post for her. I don't think it was touched. It would have been a goal. It's a difficult one to control there for Farrelly. She's under pressure from two opponents. Did well just to fight a draw and wait for some support to come in the form of Smith. Was able to get a kick away eventually. Somehow escaping with the football was Dobson. Just slapped it on the boot and got it ahead of the pack here. Chasing this one was Burden. 2 goals in the first half for her. He's back in Burden. Worked a handball out behind to Callanan, who will send the Southerners forward. If this stays in, they've got numbers forward of the football, but it took an unkind bounce. Trickled out of play. They were lining up in the centre there. It was a dangerous looking moment. Primrose will be glad. It broke in the opposite direction, which gives them the ball. Last touch. Sit there and kick a good one and plucked by Haywood. Haywood heads up to the middle of the ground looking for Stacey. Has to work for it here. Under a bit of pressure is Stacey. It was nicely done by McLeod just to put her off. Stacey goes back in though. Crashes through and got a handball out to McCoy. Wonderful again. Towards the half-forward line. Turning and looking to burst away is Parker. Sets it inside the forward 50. It's a one-on-one back here. Trying to get free. It was Smith, but she's brought down. A brilliant defensive effort from Abby Dobson to save the day. She's rewarded and pumps a pinpoint kick and finds Blair Grimsey at half-back, and Grimsey takes it and she bites off some territory through the hands there of Brereton. Spills out the back, just paddled onwards by Barr. Barr now looking to lock it in at half-forward. Ball spills out the back though. Curling one around the corner was Cooper. Again applying the pressure, Sykes Garland. Brereton in support, trying to get it free. Can't quite. First hands to the football again, Sykes Garland, but besieged by 3 tacklers instantly. Stamped herself as the real danger player, slapped down by Platt. Nice work initially from Cooper, but her kick was spoiled and taken away there by McCoy. Did ever so well. Tumbling around the corner, Fitzallen now a chance to get on the end of this one. The collision before slapped forward. Took an unkind bounce, but then it took another cruel bounce which suited Van der Veen. Continuing to run onwards was Parker. Got forward of the football. Can she go back in and win this one? He's a good tackle. It was pretty well defended though by Miller. Trying to force it out. Thompson again doing some stellar defensive work, but Primrose come away with it. Kick out the back of the contest. More work to do here. Thompson, the handball back inside. Found a target. Trying to clear it away. Sharpen just sets it out into open field. Slick stuff there by Smith. Shaw applying some pressure. Leadham and Shaw battle for it. The umpire will call for it. That might be that for the third term with just seconds remaining before the siren here, unless Van der Veen can do something decisive at the ruck contest. High tackle. Won't matter because the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And it's Myrtle by 25 points at the final change. Another intriguing quarter of action. They kicked an early goal. One of the two they would add for the quarter. They were the only two goals of the quarter. And it's seen them extend their lead from 15 points at half-time to 25 at three-quarter time. Goal kickers quarter. Sykes Garland getting another one. Rimsey getting another one. So 8-6-54, 4-5-29. A fairly handy lead for the Southerners at three-quarter time. Back shortly with the final term. So back for the final quarter here at York Park. It is the Southerners firmly in command as we get ready for this fourth and final quarter. 8-6-54 they lead North-Northwest 4-5-29. Sykes Garland, Penny Sykes Garland with 3 goals for his side. This helps spearhead his handy lead. They'll be supported in attack by Kelsey Burden. We've also got multiple goals. Taylor Smith, a multiple goal scorer for the North-Northwest as we're underway for the final quarter. High ball out of there by Burden. Bounces backwards into some traffic. Sure tried to apply the pressure, but it skipped free. Working it forward is Wells. Penetration, but that is well read. Really well intercepted back there. Abby Dobson finds a target at half back too. She's been impressive back there. That was all smothered though by Eilert. Just forcing a little bit of trouble for Barr. Burden forced it forward down the wing. kind of bust free was Poke. Just kicks it off into the middle and Leadham's out after this. Stride for stride with Grimsey. Grimsey spins her around, but Leadham got the kick away. Nail it again. Forced on by Fitzallen. Kick into the middle of the ground. Taken cleanly and forced forward by Callanan. Grimsey stripped of it by Haywood. Haywood goes back in. Here's the impressive Leadham. Just sets it out in front of Raimondo. Wells, rather. Taking it away from her, though, it was Cooper. Big ball to be 1.5 back. Good pressure from Leadham. Blasted out wide in the direction of Grimsey. Just has to sit underneath it. Does it. The pressure came from Stacey. And she get a kick away up towards King. But Stacey goes back, wins a hard ball, curls it round the corner, off hands. Oh, that's a crunching tackle late. It was holding the footy. Ferocious stuff there from Hayley Miller. Crunch. Just judging the bounce nicely was Barr. Stacey and Haywood able to win it away though. Now Aylett spun around. Umpire says play on. So hot football to be won. Everyone absolutely cracking in. Bowman went flying in after it. Somehow a handball away. Shaw on top of the pack now. I think the umpire's eventually going to have to call for it. The sun beating down on York Park. There was a bit of threat of rain earlier, but a lovely day for football at the moment. Poke's kick was shut down. Out after it now, Fitzallen. Forced it towards Cooper. Cooper under some pressure here. And the Fiend was lurking. Locked in by Farrelly. And Fiend won it down, but to the opposition. Shaw brought it under a spell, but charging it out was Stacey. No prior opportunity, so play allowed to continue. Grimsey paddling into the middle of the ground, but ran into a bit of trouble. Strong player, but she's not going to be able to escape multiple tacklers there. Locked up in the middle of the ground. Aylett, get much of a handball away. Stripped of it was Poke. Well, that was some classy work there. Work the ball inside the forward 50, and now maybe an opportunity. Trying to escape with Smith. Still a chance. Some strength shown. And it's a wonderful goal from Lacey Parker. And celebrated joyously too. You do love to see that. Thoroughly enjoying her work, and why not? It was a wonderful goal from Parker. Some good initial efforts from Smith, was strong. Miller thought she'd shut her down, but just able to shrug the tackle was Parker. Showed great strength and presence of mind to fire it through the big sticks. Pulls one back for Primrose. Love a little bit of a coordinated celebration afterwards too. Brilliantly done in the end there by Callanan. Got it to Brereton, who sent them inside 50 to the dangerous Grimsey. Skipped around a couple. Knew she had to get rid of it, so did so. Got it across to Sykes Garland, who's unable to escape. held up there by Plapp. Plapp beaten by Sykes Garland in the ruck, and then the shot is through for another one for Kelsey Burden. She's been on fire in front of the big sticks this morning. She has her third, joins Sykes Garland with 3 majors. An instinctive finish there. And Myrtle get their 9th of the contest. The goals have flowed in this first game today as part of a triple header. 13s, 14s and 15s of the Devils Academy. Kelsey Burden, up there as a player to watch. 3 goals here in Sykes Garland. Real handful down there. Seems to know where the big sticks are. Here's Stacey. Stripped of it, but Leadham able to curl one. Inside forward 50. Doing well to get a kick away was Cooper under significant pressure. Sharpen with a good tackle, not rewarded. Winning the ball away. Barr sends it up towards the wing. Here's Brereton, takes it in stride. Sets a high ball. That's brilliantly marked by Grimsey. And she plays on immediately, pumps it deep. Just worked underneath the football. Was Sykes Garland by Plapp. Might have got away with one there. Good body work in the end. Then Plapp follows up and gets her again. Grimsey, though, gets it, straightens up, sends a ball towards the goal square. She's got another one. Blair Grimsey becomes the 3rd player for Myrtle to score 3 goals, along with Sykes Garland and Burden. And they're 10-6, 66, 31 points ahead. Not just been her goal-kicking prowess that's impressed today. Blair Grimsey, she looks a real talent. And the Southerners are commanding 31-point advantage. Poke wins it down, won it down clean to Bauman. And a Fiend tries to escape the clutches of Shaw. Straightening up was Farrelly, directed one into the middle of the ground. And several to beat there, Poke. Numbers winning out. Ball pitched awkwardly in front of Haywood. Here work Farrelly. Juggling a good mark at half forward, Amelia Arnold. Drives them inside the forward 50 again. They're lining up the goal kickers here for her 4th of the contest, Sykes Garland. Couldn't quite finish this time. Grimsey threatening to intercept again here. She wins it. She snaps for her 4th. Oh, what a star. She has 4. Myrtle have their 11th. Blair Grimsey in a best on-ground performance from her, you'd probably say. Just won that ball, turned it over, slammed it through from 30 out. There's been no stopping her this morning. Keep an eye on that name in years to come. So 37 points the lead now the way of the South. As the goals continue to flow. What has been an open and entertaining contest. Shaw's been good in midfield. Leadham tried to get a kick away. Shaw just breaks away to the football, but she's locked up there by Haywood. Van won it down. Aylett did nicely, but then turned into a bit of trouble. Kept on fighting. Van clears the area. Is intercepted by Smith in the middle of the ground. Spied Brereton in a pocket of space and heads out there. Brereton with some room to manoeuvre here. She dashes and goes towards Grimsey, who continues to run red hot. Launches one inside the forward 50. Some nice relieving mark taken. Well judged by Tilly McCoy. McCoy clears it out the back. Tries to get the hands free. It was an awkward looking handball, but made it work, did Abby Dobson. And some nice defensive work today. Shaw turns free with the football, heads towards Grimsey once again. Grimsey takes the player on, gets free, launches one deep inside the forward 50, but she just stepped over the line in the process. Sykes Garland was threatening to get her fourth of the contest. Foot must have just gone over the line as she kicked this one. So a little over 2 minutes remaining in this contest. The South comfortable winners, but really a game about the results, more the performances of the young prospects. Certainly a few in the northwest who've put their hands up. Perhaps none more so than the early Stacey. Time perhaps for another goal before it ends for the Southerners here. Vanderfeen will try and get free, but Shaw strips her of the football, wins the free kick. So Shaw drives it inside, turns it over. The leaving mark was taken. Smith heads wide. Another who's impressed for Primrose is Leadham. Directed that one into the corridor. Some dexterous stuff there from Wells. And there is no one out the back here, so it's going to be a bit of a foot race under a bit of pressure. Is Sharpen. Did well, was composed. By Leadham. Parker trying to get free. Keeps her balance and just gets tripped. That'll be a free kick every day of the week. So, final minute. Time enough here for Primrose to finish with a goal. Tumbles one through. It's charged down though. Battling away, Parker there. Quite able to get the kick away. It was Hall. Eventually the defence does just enough to hold them up. 30 seconds remaining, so time enough for a consolation goal here perhaps. Final siren imminent. Brereton looking to lock it in. Does so. And that might be that. It's left inside. Parker get the handball away, but there's the siren. It's victory for the Myrtle side from the south. 11-6-72. They defeat Primrose, the northwest side. 5-5-35. A 37-point win. Entertaining game. It was an open game, and I think we've seen some real exciting young prospects and some names to keep an eye on for the future there. The goal kickers into this one for the South. 4 goals in a starring display from Grimsey. She was absolutely brilliant there, Grimsey. Minnie Sykes Garland kicked 3. She was another who really lit things up, especially in the first half. On a stack of the ball as well. Kelsey Burden kicked 3, including probably you'd have to say the goal of the day, a snap from the boundary. real highlight reel marker. The first goal was kicked by Hayley Miller to get things off and running, and I never looked back for Primrose. Carla Smith kicked there first, and a couple of goals to Taylor Smith. She showed some promise. Van der Veen kicked a really nice goal on half-time. The lone goal in the second half came via Lacey Parker. Best players for the South, I thought Lacey Shaw was really impressive. Sykes Garland was excellent. Kelsey Burden, obviously, and Grimsey, the goal kickers. I thought Abby Dobson showed plenty down back. Charlotte Brereton was prolific. As for Primrose, the early Stacey was fantastic. I think she's a quality player to look out for. Ruby Leadham did some really nice things. Taylor Smith was very good. Haywood had some moments. It's certainly some talented young players in that under-13 squad. And it was the Southerners who take the win by 37 points. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage of that one. Next up, it's the under-14s. Again, it'll be Myrtle of the South taking on Primrose of the North-Northwest. That one for you shortly. Be back with that soon.